Welcome, my ghoulish friends, to a night of despair and mystery as we explore. What the hell are we playing? The Shijima case. Wait. The Centennial case. A Shijima story. Alright. Let's check this out. Alright. That's enough with the lights show. I actually can't stand the whirring sound of this thing that is playing all these lights, but it's a little it's a little haunted mansion globy thing. Look at that. It makes little shapes on the walls and everything. There we go. Actually, I can just turn it on the light. Let's go ahead and just give it the half measure here, maybe. Oh, God. Oh, no. Ah, that's a tab I can't see in the dark. Oh, oh shit. There we go. Okay, so we were solving a mystery last time. I believe the last video actually got copyright struck, so forgive me for that. I don't think Square really even wants me sharing this game, but oh well. Oh, by the way, this is a little Doom display case, and then there's a Castlevania one down there. And that's a bird. He talks, but I'm not going to do that now. Oh. I will be enjoying some late night pumpkin ale. And we're going to go ahead and continue the story now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and mute my YouTube feed. Don't worry, though. I'll be looking in on the chat and whatnot. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Look at the live chat. I am not an unreasonable man. Continue.
We're starting to see signs of hypostasis. Body temperature has dropped, but no sign of rigor mortis yet.
That means he's been dead for only 1 or 2 hours.
No, it doesn't.
It's 2:30 p.m. now. We last saw the detective around 1. He must have been killed sometime between 1 and 1:30.
It looks like he was also hit in the back of the head. There's blood here.
The killer hit him in the back of the head first, then stabbed him in the chest with a sword. The police would be able to tell us more, I'm sure.
Not that they'll be here for a while, or an ambulance for that matter.
There's nothing we can do until the roads are cleared.
There's plenty we can do. Are you kidding me? For one, we could find the murderer.
Who's there?
What's wrong?
I thought I heard something just now.
There are a lot of wild animals around here. Why is the ground wet here?
Did someone water the trees?
Or wash something away?
Footprints, perhaps? Oh, I have no idea.
Hang on one second. Ah, there we go. I think he did come from
Maybe
outside.
the killer came in from outside.
No, I don't think so. There's no reason they'd grab the sword from the reception room and risk being seen. So the killer is...
Someone inside this estate.
Just before he left,
Uh-huh.
the detective said that he'd identified the culprit. They might have panicked and killed him. Let's head
She's
back
cute,
now.
I gotta
wanna
say.
Sort out all this information.
Did you really have to say no? I was just being pervy. I say the
Let's
detective's
start by
not even really
examining
dead.
everyone's alibis.
First,
Mhm.
a timeline of events. We all gathered in the main hall at noon. Around
Right.
1 p.m., Yoi collapsed, which ended the
Oh!
meeting. Then that Nishimari fellow went outside. Between 1 and 1:30 p.m., the killer knocked the detective out and stabbed him.
It's about 5 minutes from the main hall to that tree and back. Including the murder, that's about 15 minutes.
Yeah, did anyone go outside during that time?
So, we just need to get everyone's alibi from 1 p.m. onward, right?
We were together, so excluding us, of course.
And Yoi,
yes,
since
or
he
we're
was
all guilty.
incapacitated. That leaves Yoko, Kazunaga, Mitsunori, Yayoi, and Takehiko. Those are our 5 suspects.
Well then,
Yeah, whatever.
I'll leave the rest to you two and go check up on Ryohei.
Let me know if it gets better.
Eiji,
Mm-hmm.
please help Haruka in any way you can.
Your lips aren't matching
I'm
what
sure
you're
the two
saying.
of you will uncover the truth.
Your ventriloquism skills. You're clearly jealous of her. You're the murderer. I should show confidence in him. That'll make him feel wanted. And he is.
That's my line.
Was that detective really killed?
No, he was faking it. Actually, I do think he might be faking it.
First dad and now this. Just what is going on here?
That's what I want to figure out.
So we're suspects?
These are just possibilities. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Who'd they
Great,
get to
just
dub
say the
him?
path of
Sean
logic
Connery?
lines up and solve the case already.
So we're
Let
suspects?
me ask you what you were doing between 1 and 1:30 p.m. First, Yoko, how about you?
After Roy collapsed,
Well,
I couldn't sit still. I went to the entrance to try calling the hospital. And then I started feeling dizzy, so I sat down.
sorry, I
for
had to turn on a
while.
light.
I felt better after a short rest, and then
Just a little.
I went to my room
And what time was
Go to
that?
your room.
right around 1:30. I'm sorry to disappoint
You would say that.
It's not much of an alibi since I didn't see anyone after 1.
Did you notice anything when you returned to your room?
Oh,
Yes. A murderer.
there was this sound.
It was like...
Still feeling a bit faint, I opened a window.
Right?
That's when I heard a few faint thuds, as if
What's
something
this?
far off was
Ah!
hitting
Look at me.
another object.
A series of thuds.
A series of thuds.
That reminds me.
Could it be you hitting the person over the head repeatedly? Maybe. Aha.
The victim was hit on the back of the head.
Maybe that was the thudding noise. I'm a
Not
genius.
Quite yet. Thank you for the information, Yoko.
That was a pretty discourteous
How about
bow.
you, Kazunaga? Between 1 and 1:30.
All right, I did it.
I was inside the house the whole time.
What were you
Except when I
doing?
was killing that guy.
I was searching for
Masturbating.
that Tokichiku Eiji mentioned.
Furiously.
Deadly unconscious.
Do animal porn.
You're one to speak. You've been playing detective the whole time.
Ah.
Besides, there's no way it could have been me. Yoko was at the entrance, correct? I couldn't have gone outside without her seeing me.
Unless
Right, that's right.
you used a window,
when you come
motherfucker.
There's still the back door. Couldn't you
Uh-huh.
have gone out
Haha,
there?
Yoko likes the back
I've
door.
got big feet, you know.
Oh.
And none of the shoes by the back door fit me, unfortunately.
You could have put your shoes at the back door much earlier.
You don't really like
Ooh.
me, do you?
That's not true.
Listen. there's
Wow,
no way I
that
could
was the
have
most
known Yoko would be
passive-aggressive
the
thing I've
entrance
ever
the whole
heard.
Time, and so
It's not
why
true.
would I rather move my shoes to the back door?
That's true. But
Oh.
You got more to say?
Here we respect tradition. I will cut off your head, woman.
you seem to be telling the truth.
Of course I am.
Fine, we get it.
Calm down.
Finally, Mitsunori.
I was attending to Dad in his room the whole time.
I was also masturbating, but
But
I was
Yoyo
doing it to
has been
lesbian pornos.
unconscious, which means you have no alibi.
I suppose so.
yes.
But there's no way it could have been me.
Look at my
I had
hair.
a severed tendon in this arm from years ago. I injured myself pretty badly
Oh.
while skiing. That's why I can't hold anything heavy.
So you've
There's no
got
way
you
I
killed the
could
guy
have
with your other
used
arm.
a sword to do that.
Yes, that seems difficult for you.
We're done here, right? Anyway, Takehiko's a much likelier suspect, isn't he? He was gone the entire time.
Yes. Maybe he murdered himself. He was gone the whole time.
I got through to the police, but they also said we'd have to wait until the roads are cleared.
So we have to manage by ourselves somehow.
Takehiko, can we ask you some questions?
Sure.
The ground was wet around that tree where we found the body. Did you use the hose today?
No, I didn't.
I use hose every day, young man. Oh, you mean the garden hose?
What were you doing from 1 p.m. onward after Yoe collapsed?
I was working in the
Masturbating.
garden.
God damn it,
Did you
why
see
is everybody
anything during
here?
that time? Or notice anything suspicious?
What? It's family tradition.
Stay
1 to
outside
1:30.
today, so the family and their guests could speak in private. So I haven't seen a soul.
I was washing my white headband of sweat stains, because who the hell wears a
Oh,
white
that reminds me.
headband?
When I went to get some tools from the storehouse, a rope was missing.
Rope.
Yes, one was definitely missing.
And there was a
I
person
used it to
hanging
tie
from
up
it.
cut branches.
My ex-wife, actually.
Why would anyone steal a rope?
Oh. I mean... Why would I care how long the rope was? Maybe I'm missing something.
Anything else missing?
Just the rope, I think.
Right. Also, could you tell me where exactly on this estate your red camellias are?
That is a
We don't
family
have
secret.
any camellias.
What?
Nani?
Mr. Shijima doesn't care for them.
Oh.
I see. Thank you.
Yayoi, how about you?
You kill anyone today?
I was shocked to see Mr. Shijima like that, but dinner had to be prepared. So I went back to the kitchen.
Yes.
With so many people to feed, I had to start right away to finish in time. Then the soy sauce in the kitchen ran out.
Oh,
So I went to the storehouse around 2 p.m.
don't tell me you got
Why
that sodium-free
keep it in the
shit.
storehouse?
We always have seasonings in stock.
Soy sauce is seasoning? Or a
Vegetables
sauce?
were delivered 3 days ago.
I feel like it's a
But
sauce.
I forgot to check the seasonings.
Oh.
You have them delivered.
I'm getting on in years, so I have fresh ingredients delivered
Lazy.
once a week from the shops downhill.
The storehouse is near the tree where the detective was killed. You didn't notice the body?
No.
You didn't notice how ugly that skirt was
I
this morning?
may have been there, but my eyes are bad.
Either way, I doubt she
Throw
has the
something at her to
strength to push a
verify
sword
that,
in
see if
that
she
deep.
catches it.
Sorry, I couldn't be of any help.
You're
No,
not
thank
forgiven.
you for your
Kill yourself.
cooperation. We
Now.
don't have any more questions.
Tell your husband to quit sweeping up dirt outside. It's kind of a useless endeavor.
Do you smell that? Like something's burning?
A body? No, but you did fart.
What?
His house. The house is burning. Oh. Cardboard?
Water! Somebody get water!
Calm down.
Cans, by the back door.
I'm on my way.
Me too.
Oh! Okay, guys, it's like 2 pieces of cardboard. You really don't need to cough.
There they are.
I've had bigger fires than that on my stove.
Huh?
Oh my gosh, it's empty. Plastic water cans. Alright, smell it. Smells like gasoline, right? It's vodka.
It's not kerosene. Water?
What?
Oh, thank you. Here you are. Stand back. I'll take care of it.
Uh-huh. Wow, he almost died.
You think it was on purpose?
Kazunaga, you were smoking in the bathroom, weren't you?
Oh.
My bad. But it was an accident. No one would try to set their own house on fire, right?
Anyway, we should thank
What?
Yayoi for noticing so quickly.
Immediately
Sorry,
alleviated
Kazuko.
suspicion.
Mind clearing the mess?
Thank you.
Anyway.
I just like really smoking back
Yayoi,
there.
Yes?
have you used this water can recently?
No, I haven't used it. What did
Except
that
to
use it
piss
for?
in.
I don't remember using it.
Except to shit
I
in.
see. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
Then why was it wet?
It's a water can. What the fuck are you even talking about? Why is water wet? Did you just ask that?
Aren't these cherry petals? This water can was wet.
Yes, dear. It holds water.
So what? Who cares about that right now, huh?
Is something on your mind?
Too much heaven on her mind. Or maybe deductive reasoning? Same thing. It's reasoning time. It's my catchphrase. What do you guys think?
The victim was a mysterious detective who called himself Makoto Nishimari. The back of his head was bruised. and a sword was buried deep into his chest, pinning
Deep.
him to a tree in the garden.
Just how much strength do you need for a feat like that?
Depends
There
on
must be
how
some
sharp
trick
the
to it,
weapon.
as well as clues to prove who the killer is.
Hmm. Huh? Hmm? I see. What was notable about the body? Hmm. Holy cow, that's a lot of clues. Hmm. Holy cow. Hmm. Cherry petals were on it, that's true. Oh. Or they had just finished picking cherry blossoms. Hmm. That was on the body, for sure, for sure. A daring conclusion, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Perhaps a tale of revenge was told tonight. Perhaps a tale of deception to make us think that. That remains to be seen, my fellow storytellers and experiencers. Perhaps they were just very phallic and wanted to shove something hard and deep. Let's find out. Oh my goodness. Holy cow, I guess I guessed right. Holy shit. Well, there's still one more thing with this. He could be pretty strong, but that's more of a conclusion based on the thing I already got. Definitely a head wound. That's going to be important. Oh, now there's something I hadn't considered. What if they killed him twice? Hey! All right. Point to the scene of the crime. Oh, they were probably hit with a rock, I'm guessing? I don't know. Or a sword. Well, he was hit in the head and stabbed, so it could be both. There are two slots. Let's do this one. Oh my god, a giant rock! Plymouth Rock landed on him. Okay, that seems unnecessary, White Silhouette. Man. Oof. Oh, it's like a little pillow. Another one bites the dust. No. Ah, there's the sword. Is it that obvious? Yeah. I don't think so. That doesn't seem good for a blunt instrument. I think it's the rock. Not Dwayne Johnson. He would be very difficult to bluntly hit someone with. But why was the victim killed? Was it a long racial divide? Or was it simply love? Or neither? History could certainly be it. Pardon me. But of course, our dark history, 'tis well known. I was gonna say, there's a murder every 10 years. For a whole century, there have been killings every 10 years at this estate. That means we were due for one. Perhaps he killed himself merely to keep the legend alive. That's ridiculous. Of course that didn't happen. He was like, I'm here, kill me. Probably. I mean, I'm kind of guessing, but I think so. I don't think so. Seems like a silly thing to conclude. Yeah, that's what I think. The detective figured him out. That's gotta be it. I definitely think that's it. Poor detective. I mean, maybe. What did the killer want to focus on? Want us to focus on? Certainly, he wanted it to be a warning. Obviously, he wanted it to be on this day. Obviously. Sorry, checking the live chat. Huh. So he killed him with a blunt object, then shoved the sword in there as a distraction. Clever girl. Clearly, he's super strong. Wait a minute, I think that was one of the clues. Yeah, it is. The killer must be pretty strong. Oh, what's this? Hey. He. Oh, what? No. Can't throw it in and have it go into a tree. What? I don't get it. How would that imply it would lose strength the more distance it traveled? What did the killer use for the murder? Certainly not the stench of blood. I feel like all of these... No, these two are definitely going to be for this. Oh, yeah. What evidence? The 2 cardboard pieces that he burned? What? You can't hide something in a flattened box. It has to be in box shape. That makes no sense. Those aren't boxes. They're just flat pieces of cardboard right now. If they folded them up and taped them together, then yeah, they could have put something inside of them, but they didn't. They were just flat. This game makes no fucking sense. What the hell am I playing? Huh. Also, what evidence? Did he murder him with a piece of cardboard? Oy. Alright. The rope. The rope has got to be somewhere. Yep. There we go. Get your stupid fucking rope. Thought he'd already killed him. Maybe I'm remembering wrong now. Could be the tree. I mean, he murdered him against the tree, so he sort of used it for the murder. But I'm gonna say it was the hose. No? Or maybe that's just part of it? I don't know. Huh. The water cans are definitely part of it. Hello. I hadn't even thought about that, yet I happened to guess right. Cool. That's always nice. All right. We get the idea. Wash away your shame. Vegeta, don't drop the soap. Hey, what's that? Yes, lubricate your sword. Yeah. Before you murder someone with it, of course, because then you can slide it in them easier. Good stuff. It's so slippery. Whoa. Where's the pedal? Cherry petals on the water can. There we go. You know that has something to do with it, right? No. They're almost empty. The honeycomb thickens. The plot thinnens. Tank kerosene. Huh? No, there wasn't any in there. That doesn't make any sense. Again, it just doesn't make any sense. Look, am I crazy? They were not filled with kerosene. They were stated to be water cans. There was water in them. I don't see what the problem is, but whatever. Because they weren't filled with kerosene, they were clearly filled with kerosene. Huh? Yeah, he refilled them with water. Okay. Again, why are you suspecting there's something else? Pesticide? I mean, that would be liquid, right? Oh boy, this is a big one. Jeez. I don't like that guy. if that's true. But where was he then, I ask you? They're cursed by someone strong, or they are cursed to be defeated by someone strong. I feel like those are two very different things. Ugh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Clearing your own name there, eh? Uh-huh. A likely story, son. Well, let me tell you, I'm not buying it. Oh, please. You believe everything you hear? He's clearly lying. Jeez. That is a good alibi. Give him that. Right. That makes sense. Well, unless he did it with his left hand. I don't believe that it was during skiing. I think it was during, But we'll go ahead and let him have his little story. Yes, during skiing. How embarrassing would that be? Stare at tendon while doing that. How'd this happen? Dehydration, I swear. In a way. He did? That seems suspicious. He would never murder someone if it meant going against the word of his master, who is dead. Are you sure you're not concerned about the law? You're not concerned about what what's-his-face says about you, but whatever. She's got her alibi. They were outside, so it wasn't him. Oh, that's very true. He could not have known. My God, there's still 3 more. I mean, I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Is there proof Kazanaga didn't leave the house? Kazanaga. Well, is there? There we go. Right. Right. That's pretty good proof. Excellent. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. No, we're not done yet. We still got clues. Someone physically weak? I don't think so. Yoko. Right. She was feeling rather murdery. Yes. And what do people who don't feel well do? They kill people, of course. It's all so obvious now. Yoko is the murderer. And there was that other lady. Oh, there she is. You are the murderer now, because I decided it now. Her husband, of course. What caused the strange sound? Uh-huh. Whoa! Could be. One moment, I have to get another drink. Oh. This is all jumping to conclusions, I say. Illegal play, blow to the back of the head. Hmm. That all could be true. Huh? I feel like a landslide does not sound like one object hitting another. But maybe. Heard, sound, makes sense. I'm a genius. What do you think? I do think I heard something. It may have been the killer. Maybe. Who knows? The truth is... Uh-oh. Did I do it too early?
Let's think about what we've got. Out of all these unknowns, what should we focus on first?
Hmm. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the reasoning. I'm just gonna get to accusing some people,
It seems
damn
you
it.
found the path of logic.
I have.
I guess so. The explanation for the trick must lie in this hypothesis.
The Matrix. Oh. Whoa.
It'll be a while until the police arrive, but until then, everyone please stay here.
Ma'am, may I please be excused to go smoke?
Smoking
No.
so much takes years off your life, you know. I'm sure it can wait.
Fine, whatever.
I
Your
don't
Highness.
need it.
I need all of you to be here.
Need your
Because
lecture.
one of us just might be the killer. If my reasoning is correct, that is.
Well, I guess I'll hear you out. It'll help
Yeah.
pass the time until the police get here.
Ah.
Now, let me go through things step by step. The victim was a detective who called himself Makoto Nishimari. He died under a tree near the storehouse, with a sword buried deep in his chest. But what exactly does this really mean? It takes a lot of strength to push a sword so deep.
That's what it
So,
means.
You think the killer is a man?
I didn't say that.
Maybe not, but what else could you mean?
Are you saying one of us three's the killer?
I'm no killer.
Well, if you say so.
The killer is.
None of them. Yeah.
The killer isn't one of the 3 male suspects.
What makes you say that?
Mm.
First off, Mitsunori. The reason he's not the killer is
Can't do it. Physically.
you said you have a severed tendon in your right arm from an old ski injury, which prevents you from carrying heavy things. That's why it's unlikely that you could push the sword in so deep.
But, Mitsunori, that injury has healed already, right?
Cousin
What was
Naga,
that?
Are you doubting
Healed
me?
already, right?
This is as healed as it's gonna get. I have a medical certificate.
Next, Takehiko. Takehiko said that he was tending the garden all day. That means he wasn't inside the house, and he didn't have a chance to get the sword from the reception room.
But he could have gone into the reception room without being noticed, right?
Right.
No, he couldn't.
Oh.
Because
Right.
Takehiko had no way of knowing that the family meeting had ended early, did he? He must have thought everyone was still gathered in the main hall.
Correct.
To get to the reception room, he would have to walk past the main hall. He would never go through so much trouble and risk being seen just to get a sword.
Oh, that's right. It definitely wasn't me. You must believe me.
Yeah.
Finally, Kazunaga. You didn't leave the house between 1 and 1:30. The
I
likely
told you I
candidate
was
was-
masturbating.
Yoko was at the entrance during
It was
that
a good
time,
masturbation.
And said she saw no one entering or leaving. She had a view of the walkways too, so she would have noticed anyone leaving.
Really? She's just constantly watching the walkways.
About leaving through the back door.
Would you shut up about the back door?
No one was watching the back door. If the killer wanted to sneak out, it'd be through the back door.
Right.
But Kazunaga didn't leave the house.
How are you so sure?
Well,
Well. Yeah, exactly.
Kazunaga clearly has big feet.
Thank you.
The ground outside the back door is quite muddy. With or without shoes, anyone would have left footprints, but there wasn't a single Kazunaga-sized footprint.
I guess you're not totally hopeless.
It's an honor to finally be praised by you.
So, who on earth is the killer?
Akari and I have been with Haruka the whole time. So our alibis are solid.
And it's unlikely that Yayoi was able to stab a sword into a tree, so that leaves...
Eh? You can't mean... It wasn't me?
If you were the killer, it doesn't make sense for you to claim that you were at the entrance. If just one person had entered or left through there, your testimony would be challenged.
So, the killer isn't any one of us here?
No.
Wrong.
Only one person could have committed this murder.
Me. And now you will all die.
The plastic water can we used to put out the fire.
Yes, just an ordinary water can. The killer used this water can in the murder. These flower petals here are proof of that.
They still look fresh. Newly fallen?
This water can was used at the scene of the crime and then returned to the back door. When we went to get them, I found that the inside of this can was already wet.
Right. It looked like something had been poured around that tree.
And that's the crux of the matter. This plastic water can was wet because...
Because...
The killer filled the water can with water, using the hose near the scene of the crime.
You always use the hose.
for something indispensable to this murder, namely,
Ah.
Takehiko. Something went missing from the storehouse around the time of the murder, right?
Oh.
The rope.
The killer tied one end to the water can, then suspended the can from a nearby tree. Then they filled the can with water to create a pendulum.
I see.
So that's it.
It all makes no sense
After
now.
knocking out the victim with a blow to the head, they propped him against the tree and stabbed him. Then they used the pendulum to push the sword through his body and into the tree.
Like a temple bell hammer. So then...
I don't know
someone
about that,
without
but sure.
much arm strength could have done it.
But even if we accept that possibility, we don't know whether the killer actually did that.
Ah, but they did. Something one of you said gave me a hint. Those words were...
Yes. Who would have picked I was working in the
Yoko,
guard?
you said you heard a few faint thuds, as if something was hitting another object. That must have been the sound of the pendulum hitting the sword.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
When it was done, the killer emptied the water can, untied the rope, and pulled it down from the tree. If we assume the killer used this trick, then they didn't need much strength to drive the sword in deep. As such, two suspects come back to mind.
Tendon Man. Oh. And old lady. Who, me?
The killer made a fatal mistake. So, who is the killer?
Shit. Oh yeah, it's her.
Yayoi, you're the only person who both had a reason to use this trick and was able to execute it.
Nani?
What do you have to say?
I thought she might accuse me. But how?
No.
Your reasoning is full of speculation. You said Takehiko wouldn't have risked getting the sword from the reception room because Takehiko didn't know the meeting had ended early. So
You
said
clearly have a villainous
But-
voice. Just admit you're guilty.
he might have seen it end by chance, even from the garden. Yoko said she was at the entrance during the time of the murder. But no one can corroborate anything like that. And who knows if Mitsunori is telling the truth about his arm.
He also has two
Please
arms. I'm
don't
still
call
not
me
getting
a
that.
killer based on mere suspicion.
You
But
are
it's more than that, you
absolutely correct.
bitch. Let's
I'm
fight.
still convinced
In the
you
mud.
are the killer. And that is because there was a critical flaw in your testimony.
These are two Oscar-worthy performances going at it,
What is
people.
it?
Before anyone noticed the fire, you said these words. Do you smell that? Like something's burning? Your sense of smell must be very acute.
Yes,
It is.
I do have a good nose.
Mm-hmm.
Though the rest of me is succumbing to old age.
In that case, it doesn't add up. There is something very strange in your testimony.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't have a clue.
I mean,
What do you mean exactly?
you didn't notice the body when you went to the storehouse around 2 p.m. That's what you said, right?
As I told you, my eyes are bad. I don't know if I saw it or not.
That doesn't matter. But there is something you should have noticed.
The smell.
That's right. The
Huh?
murder happened between 1 and 1:30 p.m. Soon after, around 2 p.m., you passed that tree on the way to the storehouse. You should have immediately noticed the smell of blood from the body.
The stench of blood is really strong.
And if you had,
Really?
you would have notified everyone immediately.
I mean,
But
I've
you
killed
didn't.
things before. I never
Why?
smelled the
Because
blood.
you-
Maybe I just don't remember smelling it.
Yayoi, you are the killer.
Hmm.
Am I right?
Yayoi!
Yayoi. No. Anyone but
The
you.
thing,
Oh.
long ago, I lost someone dear to me because of that detective.
Mm.
I've brought the tea. When he appeared today, all the anguish of that long-forgotten night came rushing back.
Yeah.
I know the estate well,
Hmm.
so setting the whole thing up was child's play.
Child's play. Ha 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 ha.
As he walked by, I bashed his head in with a rock.
Jesus, sounds like a frickin' porno. All right. Finish up your breathing and go hit him with the pendulum already. Just half-hearted.
How dare you! Yayoi, such vileness in this house!
Yoko,
Yayoi, please tell me one thing. Who was the important person that you lost?
I can finally let go of all this resentment.
Let it go and tell me
Someone
the
enjoyed.
important person you lost.
Possibly understand.
Okay, just tell me, you stupid
are you
bitch.
also the one who poisoned our dad? Answer me! Do you mean our father was really poisoned with that arsenic? What is the antidote?
I can't answer any of those questions.
Well, cut the crap. You did it, so you must know. No point telling us, huh? Damn it! Just hand her over to the police already.
But the police won't be here for a while.
Yeah, we'll have to
Then
kill
we'll
her
lock her up in the
ourselves.
storehouse until they get here.
Yeah, she's
Who
very
knows what she'll
dangerous.
do to us otherwise?
I
Yes.
have no objections.
Nobody really cares if you did. You're the murderer. Well. No. Well, that was weird. Let's go drinking. That'll hold her. So, threesome? Ha-boom. Hmm.
Still no sign of the doctor, or the police either.
Isn't there anything else we can do?
Maybe we should call the hospital again. They might have a helicopter for emergencies.
Hmm.
Excuse me. Is anyone home?
The doctor?
The doctor?
Oh, I rang the doorbell, but there was no response. I'm Megumi Kiryu from the hospital.
You're finally here. Please, this way.
Are the roads cleared?
Fortunately, I was just a few minutes ahead of the accident. I'm just glad I wasn't caught up in it. More importantly, how's the patient doing?
He's resting now, but still seems to be in pain. Doctor, please help him.
I understand. Excuse me.
Don't tell me how to do my job. I'll help him if he deserves it. That's how doctors work.
I'll go too, to keep an eye on things.
Right.
Why did Yayoi use such an elaborate trick to kill the detective? Surely there were other ways to do it.
Do it.
Do you think Yayoi poisoning the tea too? If so, that would make Yayoi the Scarlet Camellia.
The Scarlet Camellia. The nemesis of the Shijima family for almost 100 years. If such a person really existed, would it be Yayoi?
No.
Actually, I don't think Yayoi is the Scarlet Camellia.
Why?
Why would I? Heh. I mean, I guess it's just the remaining clues at this point, huh? Mm-hmm. Of course. She never leaves. It was brought from the outside. She is eliminated. Yeah. Unless she had it delivered. Ugh. Yeah, she doesn't leave, so she couldn't have brought it.
Yoko said that Yayoi works as a live-in housekeeper. If so, that means she doesn't leave the premises of the house.
Right. And?
According to Takehiko, there are no camellias here. You'd have to go outside the estate to find a camellia like that. Yayoi doesn't leave the house, so it was impossible for her to get that camellia.
Couldn't she get someone to send her the flower?
No,
I
impossible.
doubt she gets any personal mail, so her only option is to smuggle it in with their weekly delivery.
Of
But the last
course.
one was 3 days ago. Also, ordering camellias along with meat and vegetables is weird.
You're
I
weird.
see.
Shut up.
As for the poison, why would she choose something that made herself the prime suspect?
Oh.
Also, it's far too simple compared to the pendulum trick. There's no consistency to the two incidents.
That's true. Which means the Scarlet Camellia and Yayoi are two different people. But why did she kill that detective?
She literally told
This
you
whole
that
thing won't
like
make sense.
5 minutes
Until
ago.
we know her motive.
She told you her motive. The detective caused someone she
said
loved to
she killed
die.
him because he made her lose someone dear to her, but
Yeah.
Kazunaga, what's the diagnosis?
The doctor, Kiryu, she said it probably was arsenic.
So, the detective's guess was right, huh?
But she doesn't have an antidote on hand, of course. And all we can do is pray for his recovery. Yoko and Akari are keeping him company.
But
He kept muttering something about how he didn't need a doctor.
as self-centered as always. He never cared one bit about what the rest of us thought.
AG,
When Mom was dying, if only he hadn't stopped her treatment.
this isn't the time for that.
I know. Getting fired up about it won't bring her back. But I haven't settled things with Dad.
You gave up that right when you left this
Kazunaga,
house.
That's enough.
Do whatever you want.
Hmm.
Why would Ryoe? We don't have a single lead on that skeleton yet either. We need Yayoi to tell us everything she knows. I think that'll give us a way in.
Indeed.
What's wrong?
Oh, sorry. Mrs.
Oh.
Shijima told me to bring Yayoi a blanket and some of her belongings. When I went to her room just now, I found this on the floor and
No.
wasn't sure who to give it to.
Right. I'll take it.
Can't be. I loved her. The hell's the matter with that guy? He's a fucking creepy ass
Who is that guy?
motherfucker.
It looks pretty old.
Published in 1973.
Ah.
About 50 years ago.
Why would Yayoi have this? Looks like she's read it many times.
Ooh.
Look at this.
What? Her
The names
eyes.
of the characters. Ryoe Shijima. Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at this. The names of the characters. Ryoe Shijima.
Dad?
The names
I
of
have
the
to.
characters.
I have to see it one more time.
Look at this.
Her
The names
eyeballs.
of the characters. Ryoe Shijima.
Dad?
Why is his name here?
Because he was alive in 1973, probably, you
The
idiot.
writer's name is Io. That's an unfamiliar name.
Let me see. 1973. So then, Dad must have just turned 20.
Wow.
Hold on. This character.
Josui. From that mummy story.
So
Oh.
Ryoe and Josie met 50 years ago.
Why would Yayoi have this book?
There might be something related to her motive in here. I'll give it a read.
Okay, I'll go check on my father.
Yes.
Oh yeah, things are getting good now. That makes sense. 100 years, you would have been able to meet somebody from back whenever the initial crimes were taking place.
October 1972.
Halloween.
Rumors were flying about a murder at the Scarlet Camellia nightclub. But perhaps that was preferable to the tragic, unspeakable truth.
Let us speak of it.
I was a witness to everything that happened that day. I still don't know if the decisions I made were correct. I have decided to put pen to paper so that you, dear reader, may hear my story.
Who did they hire for this? Man, this is a lot of scenes. It's like a whole season of a TV
Night
show.
after night, the singer named Saya charmed the crowds with her ageless beauty and magnificent voice.
She doesn't look that old.
Some even said she had been gifted with eternal youth.
I don't know about that.
I was a huge fan. So I began working a month ago at the nightclub where she sang, a place called the Scarlet Camellia. I heard rumors that she was retiring, and I just had to work somewhere close to her.
Overrated. Eh, she's lip syncing. The Fateful Elegy.
Amazing. She sounds just like the recording.
Okay, rehearsal's over. The show's gonna be great, Saya.
One more hour to go. What a beautiful voice.
If it isn't you, you were listening.
Are you really going to quit?
Mm.
I wish you'd keep singing.
I still
Retire.
have wanting more. Then again, not everyone thinks of me as kindly as you do.
What?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Well then, I have to get ready. You do your best too.
Hmm. She's nice. You're kind of rude. Are you really quitting?
Good evening.
Shut up.
Hello, yo.
Kanako.
Hey, you. Snap out of it. Go help Saya with her makeup or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I've taken
Now
care
get
of
back
that.
to me. I don't care what it is. Just get to work, you lazy fool.
Ooh. Hmm.
The boss seems more
Yes.
agitated than you.
He is.
Mr. Beto. Saya seems a bit down, doesn't she?
Don't worry about that.
Huh?
Being talented means she has more than her fair share of critics. You know, people have been calling her the Eternal Diva for years now.
Yes, I've heard about that. Some people even say she's eaten the flesh of a mermaid.
It's got nothing to do with mermaids.
Hmm?
There's an even
No,
bigger
she
secret
eats
that
virgins,
she's
dear.
young
That's
all
the
this
source of
time.
her eternal youth.
A secret?
Mmm.
Forget about it. Anyway, it's about time to open. Let's put on a good show tonight.
Eat the fruit. Oh my god. The fruit that gives you immortality.
Hmm? Who is that? And that table's candle is out.
Hello, yo.
Mina, do you have a minute?
What is it?
We've got a shady looking customer tonight. Over there.
Looks
Yes, I
familiar.
thought the same thing, so I've been keeping watch. Such a weird vibe, right? But more importantly, could you go join that table?
Got it.
Wow, way to completely change the subject.
The guest went up on stage now, just without telling anyone. I had to drag him off. We should kick him out, but apparently he's the son of some rich family. That means we can't touch him.
I'm going over.
Unless he wants to be touched. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Welcome to the Scarlet Camellia. Please call me Io.
Mm-hmm.
Could I ask your name, please?
I'm Ryoi.
Nice to
Rio.
meet you, Mr. Ryoi. Are you here to watch Saya tonight?
Watcher? It's more like I came here tonight to confirm something about her.
Hmm?
The Scarlet Camellia.
Huh?
What's the story behind the name of this club? The Scarlet Camellia.
Fuck am I supposed to know, dude?
Are you familiar with the name Yaobikuni?
The legend of eternal youth. A mythical woman who lived for 800 years.
They say that she had a red camellia with her as she traveled the country. A fitting name for a place where women never grow old.
I heard there's an eternal diva here. Is that true?
Yes, she's called that to fit the club's image, but it's not far from reality. Saya's beauty and voice haven't changed one bit in years.
Mmm.
Do you believe in fairy tales?
Fairy tales?
Only if I'm the
Stories
princess,
like
of
this
course.
In this country, there's a fruit that grants eternal youth. The Tokijiku, and one family has passed it down for generations. But this wondrous fruit only ripens once every 100 years, which means only one person can become ageless every 100 years. And surely there are many who want the fruit for themselves. What would you do if you had it?
It's just a fairy tale, right?
What would you do?
Marjo. No.
Well, I would eat.
How about you? Do you want to live forever?
What?
No.
I do. I want to be young.
How did she hear the whole conversation?
Well, it should be given to the person whose life would have the most value, yes?
Yeah. That's not what the family thought. Instead, they gave it to the person whose life had the least value of all.
But why?
The most effective use of the fruit of youth is to study the person who ate it. If the mechanism for agelessness could be unlocked, one fruit would benefit thousands of people.
Huh? I mean, wouldn't that just ruin the mystery, though?
Studying people. So, a test subject, basically.
Yes. They lived only to serve as a test subject for that family. The fruit was given to the wretches who could be forced to lead such an existence.
That's just horrible.
No.
Even if that research had value, it's not worth sacrificing someone's happiness for. It's
Yes, it
really
is.
unforgivable.
No, it's not.
I see. I suppose you're right.
You lack vision. You do not know the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Perhaps you should slow down.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm afraid the others elsewhere. This girl will accompany you instead.
Speed up.
No need for that. This singer, Saya, she'll be on stage tonight, right?
Yes,
Then I'll watch her alone.
as you wish.
Excuse me, please. Which table should I go to?
No, we're going to the dressing room.
Oh. I'm going to take advantage of my position as your
awful.
boss.
What happened to it?
This dress for Saya just arrived this morning. I hung it up with the other costumes. Then I looked away for just 1 second and this happened.
Why?
Actually, someone's been harassing Saya for several months.
No.
Really?
At first, it was just a letter telling her to get off the stage for good. But then we started finding razor blades, even dead animals in her makeup kit. Remember when Saya took a break from practice about 2 weeks ago?
Yes, but you told us she'd caught a cold.
It was actually because someone had put disinfectant in her water bottle.
Disinfectant?
She spat it out immediately, but the chemical burns made her lose some of her high notes. I told her to take some time off.
Right. After that, you didn't perform your signature number anymore. I was curious about that.
You're a loser now.
I'm sorry I didn't tell everyone about the harassment. I didn't want anyone to worry.
Yes, you should be
I
sorry.
had no idea. So that's why you're retiring.
That day, I brought coffee instead of my usual tea, so I didn't notice the smell at all. I guess bad things happen when you stray from habit.
That's right.
I want you to stick with her for the rest of the day. Just make sure nothing happens to her.
Got it, boss.
I Yes, Motoki.
Alright. I gotta call it there for the night. Let's save it. Let's go ahead and go to bed. We will see you next time. Till then, stay plus ultra, stay spooky. This game is damn fun, though. I gotta keep playing.